As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Troy Trojans, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. So Syracuse's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Off play action on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
On the ready. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
From the gun, the ground game. Nice move to keep moving.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse right back at it. Power football with the run.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The back goes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. He's got his man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's a real nowhere their man tackled in this no-gain land. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The give on the inside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Syracuse, 3.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense gets set for second down. Got his man on the right. Runs through a tackle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys.
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Troy. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
14, Syracuse.
He'll bring it out. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
they may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Syracuse right back at it.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Troy. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Syracuse, 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Trojans! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Troy 28, Syracuse 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really cool.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
He's there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. It's complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Syracuse 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense. And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them.
Touchdown, Troy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to move them on the counter. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. From the 17, it's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those.
Touchdown, Troy! And the route is on. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Troy, 56. Syracuse, 3.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple, he's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here we go. Direct snap. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll try the run. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Syracuse, 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. He's looking to throw. fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Orange will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Defenses have to be so good with their eye discipline and focus. And as linebackers and DBs, you're watching the offensive line to see if guys are pulling. That could be a tell the misdirection play is coming, and you saw it right there.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just complete and utter dominance.